Hello, I'm Martina Hutchinson and I am a carpenter of teeny weeny baths. This is Zoo Ball and it's from Osprey Games and it is a dexterity game. Let's take a look. In Zoo Ball you can have 2 to 4 players. Each player takes 4 discs of their colour. One of these discs will have a yellow background, that's the scorer, and 3 white ones are the blockers. There's stickers provided, you sticker these up how you choose, but each team must have 1 yellow and 3 whites. In a 2-player game you set up your team on your side and on your go you must flick either your scorer or all 3 of your blockers. Your scorer is the only one who can score, and they score by getting into this circle so you can see the white line on the side. If it's even over the white line a bit, that is not a goal. There are 2 circles, so if you're playing a younger or an inexperienced flicker, then you can use the bigger circle and you can score on a smaller circle, so there is kind of that there. And on your go, so if I'm blues, I might flick like that, try and get in the way of the scorer. He might fancy himself a bit of a meerkat, try and get through the gap. Oh, that's dangerous, so I have to come down here with a blue. I miss, he just... Oh. And then he fails because he's actually not very good at flicking games. In a 4-player game, there's 2 other teams in a box. You set up in a semicircle in front of your goal, and the object is to get your scoring piece into the coloured triangle of another team. And again, the choices are the same for what you flick. That is Zoo Ball. So Zoo Ball is ultimately a very simple dexterity game, and therefore it suffers from the problem of most simple dexterity games, is that it is easy to replicate without the official pieces. You could get coins and play this on a table. However, the felt pitch makes a really nice addition. The different goals for 2 or 3 player games. The pieces go on the felt really well, really smoothly, better than they would on wood, although they do still go on wood. But the pitch has been folded up into a kind of Escape from Aliens and Outer Space sized box. So there are these creases in it which are hard to get out. You're not allowed to iron it. I've had heavy board games on it overnight, and there's still some ridges. And I've mixed feelings about those. Sometimes they're really annoying, but sometimes you can kind of use them to your advantage because the wood pieces are so light, they will kind of ride along the ridge and curl. So if you're an experienced flicker like me, you can do some curl shots. So maybe you just want to kind of put them in a bit more, I don't know, and see how you go. The 4-player game is better than the 2-player game, in my opinion. The 4-player game offers you more chaos, more fun, more difference to other dexterity games. Should you buy this? If you have a lot of dexterity games, especially flicking ones, then I'm not sure this adds anything really, if I'm being brutally honest. However, where I do see it being used is for quick dexterity games in between other games. This is some of the quickest dexterity flicking I've seen for 4 players. So a game's going to take 5 to 15 minutes with 4 players, and you can just reset and go again, and you're going to want to do that. If someone just beats you and you miss the flick, you're going to want to play again. It's one of those games that to look at it and to review it is always hard, because you look and go, oh, it's really simple, there's not many pieces, what am I paying for? And then you play it with 4 players and the competitive side comes out and you're like, I'll get you back, and you have that slight choice between blockers and scorers, which is nice. And also I think for younger kids this is a really approachable flicking game, and I think the addition of the map here really helps them with their visualisation, what they're doing. Whereas something like Flick 'em Up has all the rules on top of it. You can play a simpler version, but it still takes a lot longer. This is short and sweet. So yeah, it's not the greatest dexterity game there's ever been, but it has its place for people who want quick dexterity games, or to teach people dexterity games, or have younger kids who just want to flick pieces at each other. So that is Zoo Ball. Thanks very much for watching Board Deck and Dice. We will see you next time.